How criticisms from Trump and Musk toward South Africa bolstered Ibrahim Traoré's farming ambitions. Good evening and welcome to Sal's World News. Tonight, we examine how U.S. political maneuvering and corporate influence have inadvertently strengthened Burkina Faso's path to agricultural self-sufficiency under the leadership of Captain Ibrahim Traoré. As Africa navigates the challenges of economic independence, the stark contrast between Burkina Faso and South Africa has come into sharp focus. While Burkina Faso moves toward food sovereignty, South Africa finds itself embroiled in a geopolitical crisis involving U.S. President Donald Trump and tech billionaire Elon Musk. Burkina Faso, a model of agricultural independence. On March 6, 2025, during International Women's Rights Day celebrations, President Ibrahim Traoré made a surprise visit to the Zongo Women's Cooperative in Lumbila. This 3.6-hectare farm, cultivated by determined Burkinabé women, produces an impressive 85 tons of crops annually, including onions, green beans, and eggplants. During his visit, Traoré reaffirmed his administration's commitment to agricultural self-sufficiency. Rather than seeking foreign aid, Burkina Faso is investing in its own people. He emphasized that women in agriculture are central to the country's development, providing them with access to land, equipment, and markets. This initiative is part of a broader strategy to strengthen local food production and ensure that wealth remains within the nation. Traoré's approach challenges the traditional dependency on foreign aid, proving that Africa can build strong economies by empowering its farmers. The president's leadership stands as a testament to the potential of self-reliance, with Burkina Faso showing that sovereignty is achieved not by external support but by internal investment. South Africa's struggles amid U.S. political interference. In stark contrast, South Africa, under President Cyril Ramaphosa, is entangled in a diplomatic standoff with the United States. President Donald Trump recently signed an executive order halting federal aid to South Africa, citing alleged discrimination against white Afrikaner farmers due to land reform policies. Adding fuel to the fire, Trump announced a fast-track pathway to U.S. citizenship for Afrikaner farmers, arguing that they are victims of discrimination. Tech mogul Elon Musk, a South African native, has vocally criticized the land reform laws, claiming they prevent his company, Starlink, from operating in the country. Rather than prioritizing the economic empowerment of black South African farmers, Ramaphosa finds himself defending his government against accusations and seeking continued financial assistance from the U.S. Critics argue that South Africa's focus on foreign aid, rather than local investment, is a missed opportunity to achieve true economic independence. Lessons from Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso's success story provides critical lessons for South Africa and the continent as a whole. Prioritize local farmers over foreign aid. Traoré has shown that development does not require dependence on external aid. South Africa must focus on empowering black farmers through land access, modern farming equipment, and financial support. Support women in agriculture. Burkina Faso has embraced female agricultural entrepreneurship, offering them government-backed incentives. South Africa has an opportunity to do the same by investing in its skilled black women farmers. Break dependency on foreign powers. Burkina Faso is rejecting Western geopolitical games in favor of self-reliance. South Africa must shift its focus from international negotiations to strengthening its domestic agricultural sector. Encourage local food production and processing. By investing in food production and processing, Burkina Faso ensures that agricultural wealth remains within its borders. South Africa should take a similar approach rather than relying on imports. The future of African sovereignty. Captain Ibrahim Traoré is leading an agricultural revolution in Burkina Faso, proving that economic independence is possible through smart governance and investment in local industries. Meanwhile, South Africa's struggles highlight the dangers of political entanglement with Western powers. The question remains, will South Africa learn from Burkina Faso's example and take control of its economic destiny, or will it continue to rely on foreign aid and external approval? The ripple effects could be felt beyond Niger, as other African nations closely observe whether this strategy yields economic benefits or invites economic retaliation. The decision also raises questions about the future of foreign direct investment in Africa, as investors reassess the risks associated with governments asserting control over their resources. For now, Niger's leadership remains resolute, emphasizing that investment is welcome but only on terms that prioritize national interests over external profiteering sector. Stay tuned for further updates on this developing story.